Okay. Deep breaths, everyone. It's actually here.
It is.
Grand Theft Auto 6 finally launched, and the first reactions, they are absolutely flooding
Oh,
in.
yeah. Like a tidal wave, just as you'd expect. It's a huge moment.
Massive. So for this deep dive, we're honing in on one particular source. It's a video, actually.
Hmm.
Gives us a very early look, like right at launch, some initial gameplay.
That's right. And this video, it walks through some opening moments, points out what it claims are new features, new environments,
And crucially,
and it captures those first kind of raw player opinions. People just diving in.
exactly. So our mission really is to unpack that specific source, see what insights we can pull from it about the game's, immediate reception.
Right. What does this video show us?
Let's see what jumps out to you from this glimpse.
Well, the first thing, and the video spends a lot of time on this, is just the look of it. The visuals,
Hmm.
showing players just like driving around,
Yeah.
exploring. Seems like Vice City, that iconic strip.
Right.
And the comments featured, they really focused on the detail. The lighting, textures, there was a bit showing rain.
Yeah.
Looked pretty dynamic.
So the world itself, the environment, was an immediate standout in this video, not just, say, the action.
Absolutely. The source made a point of showing the contrast. See, like, cutting to the Everglades area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, showing alligators, dense swamps, totally different vibe from the city.
Right.
And it captured players reacting to that, The scale, the variety shown in the map, that sense of immersion seemed really powerful in those first moments shown.
Interesting. Okay, so beyond the world's look and feel, what about like actual gameplay mechanics, new stuff? Did the video get into that?
It did touch on it. One specific thing it highlighted was an updated way you interact with NPCs.
Ah, the people on the street.
Exactly. It showed players having these sort of more varied encounters, sometimes unpredictable,
Okay.
like the NPCs reacting differently depending on what the player was doing, or maybe just based on their presence. And the source included clips of players being, surprised or finding it funny, these little spontaneous moments.
Right, so maybe more reactive AI, making the world feel more alive. Is that the idea?
That seems to be what the video was getting at, yeah.
Mhm.
And tying that into the initial opinions it captured,
Mhm.
it seemed like those were largely dominated by just awe. Awe at the technical side, the detail in the world.
Understandable for launch day.
Totally.
Yeah.
Players specifically mentioned in the clip shown how fluid the movement felt and the potential they saw for like emergent stuff happening because of the environment and that AI.
So very positive first impressions presented in this source.
Overwhelmingly, yes, based on what was shown, focused squarely on those kind of foundational things you notice right away.
Yeah.
Visuals, world, basic interaction.
Makes sense. You're focusing on what you can immediately see and touch, digitally speaking, in those first minutes, maybe hours.
Yeah.
It gives us a real snapshot of that initial wave.
And understanding these immediate impressions, like the ones captured in this video source, it's pretty important, I think.
How so?
Well, it shows what grabs people first, what sets the tone for the initial conversation around the launch.
Right. Okay, so let's recap briefly. We've dug into this specific video source,
Hmm.
looked at its glimpse of early gameplay, the features and environments it chose to highlight, like Vice City's look, the NPC interactions.
And those initial player opinions it showcased, mostly that sense of awe at the tech and the world building.
Seeing what stands out right at the start, it gives us crucial insight into how a launch like this lands.
Definitely, the very first layer.
Absolutely. So here's something to maybe chew on. What is the nature of these early reactions we've discussed? So focused on the visuals, the environment, those immediate interactions. What does that tell you about what matters most in the first few hours of a massive, hyped up game launch?
Hmm.
And maybe what questions does it raise about how that perception, that player focus might shift? As people play for longer, dig deeper over the coming weeks and months.